like there was maybe more Grizzlies fans than there ever has been on the road. Did you feel that way? Could you kind of hear that as the game was going on?
Yeah, I think from the intros, a lot of support, for our guys getting introduced. It's great, that we're getting fans across the nation, across the league. We definitely felt that tonight, especially in that third quarter when we went on that run. It's great to have that support at home, great support at home, but starting to build up great support on the road is awesome.
And the dunk, I know you said you're not surprised by anything he does, but that one was a little different. What was the most impressive part about that one?
High level play for sure. They had been blitzing him, they'd been up, he was just navigating little cracks and seams to get downhill. And then that one, I think, the takeoff spot to where the defender was right at the rim, was really impressive. That's a hard finish. I can't remember who was on me, but Jackson, he had 7 blocks last night. He was imposing his will pretty early in the game. Obviously, that was an emphatic play for us.
That was just good coaching. You taught him that move.
Oh, everything, of course. That's his God-given ability. That's great execution, and that's picking your spots to be aggressive.
Hey, you guys won 9 in a row now, and I know it must be nice to have a game where you're up by so many in the fourth quarter. You can sit, helping your guys. Has there been any one thing that stood out to you during the streak that just been a trend that's continued throughout?
I think it's kind of a mentality. We're not playing perfect basketball every single night, for 48 minutes. We have to win with our defense, win with our offense. If one side of the ball is struggling, we haven't gotten consistent yet. But I'm just glad with our guys finding different ways to win. Whether we're playing with a lead, or we're playing from behind. Each game's presented a different challenge for us, and our guys have just stayed the course to play the full 48 minutes. I think, I'm going to keep referencing this West Coast trip that we had a couple weeks ago. We weren't mentally where we needed to be, over a course of 48 minutes, especially on the road. We've been at home, on the road over the last couple of weeks, and I think we're just playing better basketball from a mental standpoint. Definitely got to clean up a lot of stuff, scheme and X and O's.
What did you make of the way Zaire played today to start?
He was phenomenal. We knew Heel was going to be a big focal point tonight. I thought his individual defense, the game plan was really, really good. We forced our hand into having to go to some, counters, in their pick and roll, off ball screening game. But I thought he was phenomenal. Did a good job showing his hands, not picking up any cheap fouls. He's really good when he's guarding off the ball, with his length, his mobility, not getting hit on screens. He did a great job tonight and took out one of their best players.
Dez felt like he was ultra aggressive, like he had the juice playing at home a little bit early. And what did you make of the play?
Yeah, he's just making his way one day at a time, one game at a time. I think he's just continuing to find that pop, finding that rhythm. I think offensively, him just getting downhill, I think he had to adjust a couple of his finishes, knowing the shot blocker was coming over. They were putting 2 on him when he was getting downhill. In the second half, started moving the ball, which then freed him up on the secondary action. And then when he gets enough space, just shooting with confidence, it was great. They're flying at him, but when he can get that open look, I thought he knocked it down great tonight. But it was kind of like one of those first quarter, fourth quarter, he just found a groove knowing how the defense was guarding him, and then he just provided a really good pop.
Very good.
You mention anything to the guys about the streak, or is it don't make too much out of it, because they go always focus on the next game, and you don't want too much attention to attached to it.
Yeah, we never talk about what we've done game to game. We just talk about this game. We're going to be off tomorrow. We play Phoenix on Monday. It's the beauty of the NBA. You've got a new challenge ahead every single day, so that's what we keep focused on. Is it a work day? It's time to put in the work. It's time to get away from basketball, but focus on the next opportunity at hand.
Okay.
Yep. Thanks, everyone.